I'm currently in Bangkok, a place known for the vibrant city life, night views, street foods and markets, and the culture around. And I have zero plans for today. So I asked an AI to give me an itinerary for my travel and street photography for today. Let's see what it has in store for us. After asking the AI a few questions, it recommended me a touristy palace to visit for the day, and then some sunset and sunrise spots to do some golden hour photography, and then a night street market later tonight for some vibrant street photography. So I think we're pretty much set for the agenda for today. I headed out of the park where I was at, and I found this really interesting photo of the birds and the man resting on the sidewalk before continuing on to visit one of the most traveled palaces in Bangkok. So we are currently at the Grand Palace here in Bangkok, one of the most touristy place in the area, and very tight security. I had to leave my drone behind in the security checks, and you can't even wear your shorts because it's considered a sacred place, so we had to buy some pants. The Grand Palace is a complex of buildings and temples at the heart of Bangkok and has been the official residence of the kings of Siam since 1782. I always find Asian temples so mesmerizing. The architecture and design is just so different in every temple that I visit. This one is so shiny and glimmering. It's quite cool. I struggled to find compositions because of the flurry of tourists around the palace, but here are some shots I thought were somewhat okay. And as I took this photo, I think people noticed my compositional skills and asked me to take their own photos, and in return will subscribe to my channel. Okay, so we're now going to this place called the Lumpini Park, which the AI suggested for a sunset spot because it's great for capturing silhouettes of people and the wildlife against the colorful sky at sunset. I arrived Lumpini Park. Very massive park within the city. So green as well. There's a lot of runners everywhere. And I think there's going to be a small lake at the middle of the park where I can take some reflections of the cityscape for the sunset. And so I found a lake behind me and does have a nice cityscape view, but I think the water is a bit turbulent today, so there's not a lot of reflections, but I'll take what I can get. I was able to fly my drone for a little bit. I don't know if it's completely legal, but quite an outstanding view of Bangkok from up above. So if you ever have the time, do visit this park. Very lovely area. To be honest, I was dissatisfied with the park photos that day, that they're not really worth sharing, and my compositions were a complete bust. But thank heavens for the drone that I took away these cityscape shots from up above. Another bonus tip for sunset, but not really from the AI, is to visit the King Power Mahanakhon Sky Deck, which is Thailand's highest observation deck to date. It consists of an open area up above where you can see a 360-degree view of the city and grab a few drinks. I went here the previous day with my friends and would highly recommend to appreciate Bangkok Skyline and cityscapes. For that particular day, the skyline was hazy, but color still pierced through for the golden hour, which I was pleased to capture. Bangkok Skyline is no Hong Kong with towering skyscrapers all around showcasing the concrete jungle, but it is special in its own way. So we've just exited the park and gonna find ourselves a night market, but because it's already rush hour, the traffic is gonna be very bad already. So we are going to take the train. For the night market, Sage AI recommended us to go to Bangkok's Chinatown, or Yaowarat Road. It is going to be one of the largest Chinatowns in the whole world. So it's going to be interesting, and to take you all around, I'm wearing the DJI Osmo Action on my chest so that you'll have some POV view of some street photography tonight. The streets around are so vibing. There's so many tourists around, there's so many neon lights, interesting street food that you can purchase here. Good job, Sage AI, on recommending me to go to Chinatown for some street and night market experience. Okay, so for dinner recommendations, we didn't need the AI to give up some options because we have the BB. Happens to be an AI. If you're traveling and have zero plans, find yourself a BB. She's single, guys. If you're in Thailand, in Bangkok, find her. For a quick tip on night street photography, I don't think about settings too much and set my lens to the lowest aperture number of f2.8 and put my ISO on auto with a minimum shutter speed of 125th of a second. This helps me avoid overthinking my settings and to focus on the shots. I also asked Sage AI to recommend me some of the best sunset and sunrise spots here in Bangkok. And one of its top recommendations is going to be the Wat Arun temple, which is going to be one of the most iconic landmarks here in Bangkok because of its prominent features and the ceramics of the temple. And it's a very popular sunset spot as well because the temple is located along the Chao Phraya River, where you can take a boat tour around the sunset time, sip some wine, and appreciate the golden hour. And I still decided to come here for the sunrise because it's the most famous temple here in Bangkok. I just have to have a photo. My composition is going to be very basic, and I just positioned myself on the opposite side of the Chao Phraya River so that I can take a photo of the Wat Arun temple and the river as my foreground. So I was hoping for a bit of calmer water so that the reflection of the temple on the lake will be clearer. But I think it's still a nice composition. The sky didn't pick up enough color as much as I'd hope it would, but the Wat Arun is definitely a subject to photograph, so don't forget to visit this temple if you're around Bangkok. I think the AI gave me some very good recommendations for today, especially I started out the day zero plans whatsoever. And I think it did recommend me some of the main highlights of Bangkok. So I think mission accomplished. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.